God brought his people out of Egypt, out of their bondage, with great displays of his power. But then the journey to receive that inheritance, the promise he had made to them, it didn't look the way they thought it would. And in fact, they often ran into challenges and situations they just were unprepared for. They came to places where there was no water, where their provision ran out, where they were completely reliant on him. And because they didn't understand, they often became discouraged, fearful, even complained. Now, to some degree, we can understand. I mean, they had high expectations. They had come out of Egypt, not just with seeing displays of God's miraculous power, but they came out healthy with the wealth of Egypt. They came out blessed. It can create this expectation that God's given us these great promises and it's all going to be easy and amazing. And so what happened when they faced the challenges? How frequently, how often they forgot God's miracles, what he had done for them just so recently. And unfortunately, it's the same for you and I, that often we have high expectations and we don't often understand the process. But see, when God was taking them to that land he had promised them, it was only going to be acquired. They were only going to take possession by a deeper, more mature faith, a greater degree of confidence and reliance on him. And so those challenges were made. They were intended to develop God's people. Likewise, we do have high expectations and we have amazing promises. But at the same time, the challenges and the situations are there. They're intended to strengthen and mature us, not to discourage us. But we do often forget his miracles, what he's done in the past. But David, on the other hand, he's preparing to face Goliath, his greatest obstacle in his life to that point. And he recounts to Saul the things that God has done in the past, how God had delivered the lion and the bear into his hands. The trophies that he had of God's victories he'd given him in the past. We need to develop that same attitude that when we face that challenge, the things we don't understand, we don't comprehend, but the recognition that the God who has delivered us in the past won't fail us now.